Emmanuel Benard, aka the Knockout Machine.
It's over! It's over! It's all over! Oh! It's all over!
I am the current Bantamweight, OFU Bantamweight champion and of the world, and a constable serving in the Nigeria Police Force. I am from Cross River State, Benkpe, Mbube, Oguta local government, and I was born and brought up in the north, Kaduna State, per se. I started martial art the year 2009. Though I was playing football, I went to under 13 trials and so many on, but there was no future in what I was doing, you know, like going into football, but yet I found out that I wasn't going to places. Then I met my coach, Coach Armstrong Bako from Kaduna State, who introduced me into kickboxing 2009. So I started kickboxing 2009. Gradually, I was into kickboxing, fighting amateur and having so many amateur championships. And then later I switched into mixed martial art with the help of my manager, Sensei Wilson Okon. And then we met some coaches here, Coach Austin and Coach Simon, who I'm training under with presently. And growing up as a kid, the challenges I had was finance, you know, somebody who was not born to a wealthy family, struggling to survive, struggling to school, and some of that stuff, even though it wasn't that too bad, you know, but I wasn't getting what I wanted at the time I wanted it, or in as much as I wanted. But the challenge I was having as a kid was financial, and then with my peer, it was kind of, you know, I'm a child who doesn't look for trouble, who doesn't fight. But whenever I fight outside, I don't get beaten. You can never beat me, that's the truth. And before I switched into martial art, I never knew it was a gift I was having into martial art or into boxing or kickboxing per se. As a child, I would say I started struggling. Let me say struggle, yes. At the age of 10, 11, 12, 13, I go do some hard work, some concrete work, labor work, what they call it. I do some farming work, some hard exercise. My mom always tell me that don't look for trouble, and when somebody look for trouble, don't agree, that is cheating. So I was always concentrating on not looking for somebody's trouble, but trying to do what I want, trying to be the best, to bring the best out of me. And thank God it has brought me this far. Actually, I started martial art in 2009. I trained 2009, 2010, and 2011, my coach took me to Port Harcourt, Garden City. First time that was on the 17 National Sport Festival in Port Harcourt, which I lost to one boy from Ogun State. I felt bad actually, but even though I have to do my best to see that I win, but I couldn't, because that was my first outing and the experience. But when I came back, I went back home to Kaduna. I discussed with my coach, who encouraged me, told me that you are just starting, so this is a time for you to put more effort and train hard. So even at that, when I came back, things became difficult because, you know, Nigeria, we have issue of this, having people to take care of you, your welfare, and your finances whatsoever. So I came back and I have a bike, which time when things become more and more difficult, I will take my bike, I'll go to the street, I'll go do a little of Okada work, I'll come back. But that I kept my focus. It didn't take me out of where I was going to. My coach always give me hope that tomorrow is going to be better. He would tell me that, do you have any letters, any news that I should keep my focus? And actually, I did. Even when I was struggling, I was training in the morning and the evening. I would go do my Okada sometimes in the afternoon, or after my training, I would go and ride my bike. I try to get up something to feed myself and my parents and take care of my siblings. And I will still go back to train again. And after my training again, I will still continue my sporting activity. But that, I never lost focus actually. It was a progress or in the making, or let me say from grace to grace. I was still growing up in it and making effort, and actually today it has led me to this I am now. And I'm very excited that I've gotten to this level, and I want to thank God for everybody, my parent, my coach, who have kept my faith, who have kept my dream. my mind going that I never lose focus. I was always keep training and going ahead. I thank God for everything actually. Even in the course of my Okada job, I had an accident which always led me to my life. But thank God that I survived it, and I had no injury, no dislocation on the fracture or whatever. I had swelling of the head and one in the face, and all these bruises, they're all from my accident. But I thank God that I'm fine actually. But after the accident, I learned to be more careful with the bike stuff, because if I have any injury, it's going to disturb my career. And so I'm trying to work this out, both surviving the Nigeria police for now that I've gotten the job, so to minimize the Okada jobs, to stop the Okada job entirely and concentrate on my work and my career. My MMA career, actually I started from kickboxing, like I said. I had so many championships here in the country, good to travel so many states for MMA kickboxing championship, and I had some fight in the National Sport Festival. Last was in Edo call it Edo 2020 in Abuja, River State and Lagos, which I all did. Then I traveled to Benard for a Wushu Kung Fu championship. I went to Turkey for Wako World Kickboxing Championship. Also went to Serbia, Wako 2 World Championship in Serbia 2015. Then I started my MMA career here in the country. I fought one MMA in Port Harcourt. I fought K1 rules in Bayelsa. Then I traveled to Cameroon for MMA. I went to Ghana. Then I went to Togo like 2-3 times. I've gone to Togo for MMA fights, and then to Benin Republic. And actually, all these championships I've been fighting, they all built me into becoming what I am today, into bringing up my career in the MMA, that I came back to right now. I'm fighting in OFU. And OFU is the brand. OFU is what I've concentrated on. First, my talent, my career, and everything in OFU. My last fight in OFU, it was really a fight night. To Hassan Mando, it's a good fighter, You are truly a champ. It's a good fighter whom really actually applies techniques of fighting that day. But to God be the glory. It was a good hook to the jaw. Would put Hassan to sleep.
It's over! It's over! It's all over! Oh! It's all over!